part one. This is it. We're just about ready to finish up with these designs. I want to talk a little bit about your backgrounds today. So I too, Ms. King has been doing the steps along with you all. I did work on my drawing and finally got my foreground and my middle ground completed. And I want to talk today a little bit about some of your options for background. So if you have watercolors at home, you know, the good old Prang, any type of watercolor medium, great. Use that. It's a nice, good way to work on your background. You can build up and layer and mix colors just like we did in class when we were working on our color wheels. If you do not have those watercolors at home, no worries. There's plenty of things in your house that you can use as paint. I've done a little experimenting and the latter part of this video will show you that, but just real quick things to go through. If you have food coloring in your house, food coloring is great. You only need a tiny bit with a little bit of water. And just like we did with our color wheels, mix your colors. Don't use the color straight out of the container. If you have turmeric or you have turmeric capsules, they make a spectacular ochre colored paint. Little bit of water, a little bit of turmeric. And again, you can mix other spices in with that. I mixed a little chili powder in with mine. It makes a great color. If you're a coffee drinker or if there's an old cup of coffee sitting around, actually the thicker and grosser to drink, probably the better to make a color. There's a little bit of espresso. You'll see how that turns out in mine. The nice thing about coffee and tea is it will stain the paper. It won't really be textury. If you try to use like soda, your paper is going to be sticky and might draw ants to it. The other things that you can use to create great color is if you have Jello or Kool-Aid mixes around, or the flavor supplements that you add to your water bottles that have a color. You can use that. You can mix two different colors together to create your own color. And lastly, if you have any old dead water-based markers, so the Crayolas, those you can actually take apart and pull the pigment out of them with a little bit of water to create some paint. Good luck. I can't wait to see your finished designs. Okay, here is my finished drawing, painting, combination of both. I used, for my materials, I used a combination of turmeric. That was the first layer that went down, that was the yellow. And then the second layer that I put on was a mixture that I made of blue-green food dyes. And then I sprinkled a little bit of salt on while it was wet. And that's how I was able to get this layered and crystallized effect. There's a photo up of this, but this is the color values that I ran. I kind of experimented before I jumped in. Don't just grab something and just try it. Experiment on your idea sketch before you jump in onto your good design. Next class, Ms. King and I will be moving on to something new with you all. Hope you have a good time putting this together, and we look forward to seeing your final designs. Have a great day.